It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Thwaites and it's their Nutty Black Dark Ruby Mild. This one's coming in at 3.9% ABV. It's got a gold bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. The bottle cap actually says thoroughly good beers. There you go. A nice smoke on the opening. This is one of Thwaites' more traditional ales. They produce a line of craft beers now that are very good. They're very tasty. But this is something that I think was introduced in around 2011. I seem to remember seeing this pop up in 2011, and that was about a year or two before they invested in their craft brewery. This beer's got nice, it looks like a lovely dark beer. It's not jet black, it is light, bleeding at the bottom. There, that lovely golden ruby deep amber colour. It's very amber, very deep. It's got a one finger head, kind of dissipating quite quickly but hanging around all at the same time, and you've got that carbonation there rising up the glass. It looks a very pretty beer, a nice dark example of a ruby mild. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, a little bit of burnt toffee, a little bit of caramel. It's a tad peaty and sweet. Biscuity. Let's dive in. Cheers. And most definitely a mild. It's vinous. It's vinous, it's biscuity, it's bready, and it's a little confusing if I'm honest. I was expecting a little bit, or if I'm truthful, a lot more of the dark malts coming through. The beer's more or less black. I would expect coffee, chocolate, caramel flavours in this beer for the colour of the beer. I do get a little bit of nuttiness. But if I'm honest, it's quite disappointing. I know it's only 3.9% ABV, it's very drinkable, it's very refreshing. But the beer lines you up for something else. I only noticed really the ABV at 3.9% when I kind of picked it up just now. I didn't look at the beer on the shelf and think, right, it's 3.9%. It's got premium. It's got a premium look. It's got a premium name, Nutty Black. It has got this kind of almost adventurous label where you think of what the beer will be like. You can see that it's going to be a black beer, and you can see that it's going to be a nutty, big, thick, kind of bready, biscuity, nutty, big malty brew. but it's really none of them things. Although it is black, but you don't get any real stout characteristics coming through in the beer at all. Not really. It is very vinous. Let's see what they, or how they describe this beer. Curiously complex, dark ruby mild with a hint of nuttiness and roasted bittersweet flavours. Brewed with the finest kiln roasted malts and English barley, lightly hopped with fuggles and goldings. Yeah, when they say a hint of nuttiness and a hint of bittersweet flavours, with it being a hint of it being roasty or a roasted flavour, then they really do mean a hint. A quick flash and it's all over. There's really not much I can say about this beer other than it's a little sweet, it's a little bit bready, it's a little bit nutty, and really for me it's not, there's no coffee, chocolate, caramel, roasted flavours at all coming through in this beer. I much prefer their craft beers, their crafty damn beers. They're very good. They are very much worth trying now. Worth trying these beers. Don't let this review put you off of Thwaites craft beers. The Crafty Dan, very good beer. But this, I wouldn't buy it again. Thwaites Nutty Black, let's give it a rating. It's also been described as a bottle conditioned beer. But there's no sediment in there whatsoever. There's no any indication of it being a bottle conditioned beer. Overall, it's quite disappointing. Very disappointing beer. I really wanted to like it. It's a very disappointing 3 out of 10. It's 3 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.